Yo, in this video, I'll show you how I upgraded a real shot music video using AI. At first, I had an unfinished video. All the footage was shot in real life, but there weren't enough shots, and the lip sync barely matched in most places. You'll see how to turn a collection of live-action shots into a seamless mix of real footage and AI videos, and see how far this hybrid workflow can really go. We'll add new scenes, create lip sync, build complex transitions, tie everything into one cohesive visual style, go through both successful and failed generations, and break down the entire workflow, from preparing the source footage to the final result. First, I'll show you what I was working with. I originally received a music video that was made for an almost fully instrumental track, mostly just music and visuals without any real vocals. Later, the client released a new version of the song. It was longer, had full lyrics and vocals, and suddenly the whole video stopped working properly. So my job became rebuilding the clip around the new track, adding lip sync, creating new scenes, improving some of the original shots, and completely re-editing the video to match the new energy and meaning of the song.
Now let's watch the final result, and after that, I'll break down the whole process step by step.
Looking silly, I just bought a sack of dirt, spent my money on a lily. Pretty soon it's getting cold, and the river's gonna freeze up. Cutting logs and burning shoes, waiting for the summer breeze up. Gotta put some sneakers on, for the cows that look so dirty. Grandma's cooking up a soup, and feeling kinda thirsty. Garden seeds are gonna grow, bringing home a big fat honey. Chickens laying golden eggs, give me all your money, money. Digging for the wiggly worms, trying just to catch a big fish. People staring at the pond, looking like a very odd dish. The piggies are kissing, the goosies are hissing, the birds in the sky are all flying to Texas. I'm gonna be loving this muddy old river, where we were all dancing with the cow moo moose. I know that you didn't want to go with me to Paris. I would pick you flowers now while you're sleeping in the garage. Stepped into a cowie mine, whacked it on the grassy greenness, picking up some weeds and leaves, looking like a total genius. I am waking up at 5, all the dogs are barking loudly, digging holes and feeding geese, walking around the garden proudly, spraying all the bugs away. They were eating my potatoes. See the berries on the bush, tasting better than tomatoes. The piggies are kissing, the goosies are hissing, the birds in the sky are all flying to Texas. I'm gonna be loving this muddy old river, where we were all dancing with the cow moo moose.
All right, now for the fun part. Let's break down how this was actually made.
Hey, somebody get me down from here.
I did all the post-production for this video inside FlashBoards. It's a platform that brings together all the major AI models for content generation in one place, plus a bunch of tools that speed up the workflow. The platform gets updated constantly, so keep an eye out for new features and updates. The first step was finding ideas for the visual direction. I knew the video needed to rely on repetition and variation, so I immediately picked a few visual directions and started developing them. At the same time, it was clear from the beginning that this couldn't just be a random collection of shots. It needed to feel like one cohesive visual experience. And at some point, while rewatching the original footage, I came up with the idea of a mirror world. The character seems to travel between different realities, while the mirror transitions connect the entire video into one continuous journey. Next, I moved on to preparing the source files. I had the music video, the track itself, and the isolated vocals. The first thing I did was cut the original video into separate sections at every edit point. Inside FlashBoards, there are a few ways to do this. The first option is manual. You select the clip, open the manual split menu, find the moment where the scene changes, and cut it there. Then you repeat that process throughout the entire video. After that, you hit export parts, and you get all the video sections as separate clips. There's also a faster option. You select the clip, click the three dots, and choose Auto Split. The system automatically detects and separates the scenes for you. Once that's done, you already have clean video chunks that can be used as video references or as frame sources for further processing. Next, I'll show the key examples that explain how I generated pretty much all the shots for the video. I'm not going through them in timeline order, but in the order that makes the workflow easiest to understand. Let's start with the lip sync. For generating the shots, I use the Seedance 2 model. Most of the time, I generated short clips around 4 to 6 seconds long, which was more than enough for this music video. I have this original shot and a small section of the song, more specifically the vocal part. This is what it sounds like.
I'm gonna be loving this muddy old river.
The lip sync in the original video doesn't match at all, but the shot itself works really well for this specific part of the track. So I'm gonna regenerate it using a frame from the original video and the vocal track. To extract the frame, I use the Extract Frame feature. If the frame quality is bad, I recommend improving the image first using Image Upscale or an image generator like GPT Image 2 or Nano Banana Pro. Then I add the vocals, a 4-second audio clip, and this prompt. On the very first try, I got a result that actually made it into the final edit.
I'm gonna be loving this muddy old river. I'm gonna be loving this muddy old river.
The next live action shot looks like this. The clip itself is very short, only about 3 seconds long, while the vocal part I chose for this section lasts around 6 seconds.
I know that you didn't want to go with me to Paris.
So here I'm using the same approach. I take a single frame from the original video and regenerate the lip sync to match the vocals. In this one, I added a face reference because the face in the original frame is partially hidden, and without a reference, the model can start distorting the character's appearance.
I know that you didn't want to go with me to Paris.
The next example is a live action shot. The main character is singing near a mirror, but unfortunately, the lip sync doesn't match the vocal section I chose at all. Let's listen to the vocals.
So dirty, grandma's cooking up a soup and feeling kind of thirsty.
In this case, I'm using the same approach again. I take a frame from the original video and completely regenerate the shot with a new lip sync that matches the vocals. In this example, I added an extra action. The character is eating from the mirror with a spoon. That helped the visuals connect better with the lyrics and made the scene feel more interesting.
So dirty, grandma's cooking up a soup and feeling kind of thirsty.
Next is an example with a completely new location. The workflow here was basically the same, but beforehand I prepared both the character and the environment so the model understood how everything was supposed to look. Thanks to a detailed prompt, I got a usable shot on the very first generation and it went straight into the final edit.
Chickens laying golden eggs, give me all your money.
I built the next example using a similar approach, but in this case, I was actually reworking an existing shot. This became more of a generation chain. Starting from one frame, I created several intermediate steps before reaching the final result. First, I simply extracted a frame from the original video. Then I needed a medium close-up. I generated that using GPT Image 2. After that, I added a shot where the character is looking through binoculars. This was already part of the narrative I was building. Then I pushed the moment further with an extreme close-up. The character looks through the binoculars, and in the reflection, the viewer sees a dancing girl. Now let's move on to generating video from those images. For the first shot, I'm using a piece of the original live-action footage, but I need to rework it so the lip sync properly matches the new vocals. This is what the vocal sounds like.
I have finally hit the farm, looking pretty, looking.
So for this shot, I'm using an image, a video reference to transfer the character's movement and dance and the vocals that the new lip sync needs to match. And this is where things got interesting.
I have finally hit the farm.
For some reason, instead of my character, the model kept generating what looked like a drunk Jackie Chan. It was funny, but obviously not something I could use in the final edit. I tweaked the prompt a bit more and eventually got a version where the character finally looked right and sang the correct lyrics. But the model still didn't pick up the movement from the video reference. Next up is a medium close-up shot of the character sitting in the tree. I used several images along with the audio track.
Looking pretty, looking silly, and I'm not gonna take it back to the store.
The goal here was for the character to start by singing and then switch at the end and begin looking through binoculars. The result wasn't perfect. I fixed it during editing by cutting out the middle section, and in the final sequence it worked exactly the way I wanted. And finally, the extreme close-up. Here I used a single image and the audio track with this prompt.
Spend my money on the lily. Pretty soon it's getting cold.
In this case, everything worked immediately. I got the exact result I needed on the very first generation.
Spend my money on the lily.
Let's look at the next shot. Here I needed to add lip sync to an already existing piece of footage. And just as a reminder, this is real live action footage. This is what the vocal part sounds like that I chose for this shot.
Walking around the garden proudly, spraying all the bugs away.
I used a combination of a frame from the original video, a video reference from the original clip, and the vocal track as the audio reference.
Walking around the garden proudly, spraying all the bugs away.
With this prompt, I got a usable result on the first try. All right, now that we've covered lip sync, let's move on to transition shots. Is the tree scene. In the story, the character jumps off the tree onto a piece of fabric held by 3 characters. But during the jump, the fabric transforms into a mirror. And as the character falls through it, he ends up in a completely different world. For this shot, I used 4 images along with a detailed prompt like this. The first generation came out completely wrong. For some reason, a random phone or some weird object suddenly appeared in the reflection. So I refined the prompt a bit more and eventually got a version I was happy with. Later on, though, I updated the scene that this transition was leading into, so I had to come back and fix the transition itself. I masked out the old version and matched it to the updated shot. A similar situation happened with the next example, but this time I used 2 original videos as references. I also described in detail inside the prompt exactly what was happening in the scene and how the transition should behave. And just like in the previous example, I had to do some cleanup during the final edit. I masked out part of the destination scene because visually it didn't fully fit anymore. Near the end, I added a few funny scenes to keep the pacing and energy up. I took a frame from the original shot and enhanced it using GPT Image 2. Nano Banana Pro completely failed in this case, even though I used the exact same prompt. After that, I created a wider shot where the main character is clearly visible because in the original video, the camera suddenly zooms from a distant shot into a wide shot. To make the scene feel more playful and fit the lyrics better, I added a character in a fish costume. In the prompt, I specified that the main character is holding someone acting like a fish, slipping out of his hands, and eventually they both fall over. For the final scene, I decided to create something inspired by the last shot of the original music video. I came up with a moment where the character hatches out of a giant egg, takes his first breath and celebrates being alive. For this, I used the first frame from the original video as the base. Then, using GPT Image 2, I generated a scene with 3 characters dancing in a circle around a giant egg. After that, I wrote a detailed prompt describing everything happening in the scene. At the end of the sequence, we return to that same original frame so the whole thing feels like a natural conclusion. At this point, I already had all the key elements ready: lip sync, transitions, and scenes. After that, I simply assembled everything inside DaVinci Resolve. The most important thing is that this process is not about getting a perfect result on the first try. Everything comes together through iteration. You test, review, and refine. And even from source material like this, you can build a complete music video. That's it for this one. Leave a like, drop a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.